Good morning. My name is Hae-sun Kim, advisor of Gangnam Labor Law Firm. Today, with the Labor Attorney Jung Bong-soo, we will introduce a very important role of the Labor Judgment Committee at the Labor Commission. So, could you explain about the Labor Commission?
Okay. Hello. How are you today? This is Bong-soo Jung, Korean labor attorney. Today, I'd like to introduce the Labor Judgment Committee in the Labor Commission. This is kind of the labor judgment case. So every the labor cases happen, then they can claim remedy to Labor Commission. This function is very important in the Labor Commission. So this Labor Commission provides this kind of Labor Judgment Committee. According to the Labor Standard Act, Article 28 through 33, it explained how Labor Judgment Committee is working is operating in the actual place. So that means employee who was dismissed or their wages reduced unfairly, also they are transferred to other place without their intention or by wrongful judgment, then they can claim the remedy to Labor Commission. So this Article 28 of the Labor Standard Act stipulate is the process. So this kind of judgment case is in the Labor Commission has very strong advantage compared to the civil courts, the labor judgment cases. So this provide direct the service to the workers. So also when they claim for remedy, so the decision should be provided within 3 months. Also judges in the Labor Commission provide professional role in judging and providing or getting to the good settlement between those disputed people. Also this has no fee related, so only they need to pay is hiring their labor attorney. Also, if I add more, this Labor Commission's judgment has a very strong enforcement. That means if employer neglect to follow their decision, then there will be a impulsory fine up to 30 million won for one time. So also employer continue to reject to follow, then there will be another compulsory fine will be charged. Also in the following year twice they will be charged. So it is very strong the enforcement function it provides. So compared to the civil court judgment, it has very strong point. So in a year almost 20,000 cases are filed in this Labor Commission, and they are supported by this function. Yeah.
I see. So based on your explanation, one can consider that Labor Judgment Committee is always in favor of the employee's right or labor workers' right, rather than protecting the employer's position. So what is your opinion?
I think they provide judgment based on certain criteria. I think it look like they always make a favorable decision for worker side, but I don't think so. They have some judgment criteria based on certain principles, like whether the termination is unjustifiable. Also they employee had kept the disciplinary process while they are keeping making decision for termination. also they also consider severity of punishment, whether that is justifiable or not. Like a small absence, like small violation, like absence for 2 days, then company decide to fire people, then it is maybe the employee will be responsible for that some not following the rule or some mistakes, but termination is too severe. So judges in the labor commission make a decision based on the rule and their criteria for the satisfying this justification. So like both party, employer and employee, they choose this judgment case. Yeah.
So in case of the employees and labor worker lose the case, then they have to equally pay the fine of 30 million, is that right?
No. Usually when employee filed this remedy claim, then their claim is rejected, then there are no penalty at all. It is closed if the employee do not take appeal the case to the National Labor Commission. But if the employee won the case, then employer should follow the judgment provided by Labor Commission. The judgment include company should reinstate this employee, and company should back pay during the dismissed period. Yeah. So if employer neglect to follow this judgment, then they should pay penalty fine to the government. Yeah.
I see. So it is really the employee or labor workers will be beneficial in case they have cases like unfair dismissal or workforce harassment, things like that. So could you introduce some example that you have participated in the Labor Commission? And
yeah, I have handled so many cases, so that is the reason why I published the dismissal manual, like manual for lawful dismissal. So this manual provides how judges make decision in their judgment session. Also, it showed examples how the cases I represented. So most typical or some cases I supported is one American pastor who got a job at the missionary school. Then she was fired after working there for 1 week. The reason was he refused to teach the Bible classes. So he, according to the contract, his main job was to preach the people. But company school assigned him to teach Bible classes. So there are some different opinions about the employment contract. So I represented the American pastor. So I think he got a very acceptable settlement from the missionary school. Yeah.
I see. I think this labor judgment commission is very important organization, and I hope that we can talk about this in later about this subject. But
yes.
Thank you very much. Do you want to add some comments?
If I add more, I think beside the making some termination, I mean judging whether it is unfair dismissal, then these judges make a decision for the cash compensation for not reinstating them. So that means the Labor Commission provide many optional or some selective way to solve the labor dispute. So maybe next time I'll explain such a method.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for watching. Okay, bye bye.